All right. Next one's from Chaos. I'm curious, do you see any Proton integration with standard nodes, same as simple login? Will Proton pass? Will that like come into the ecosystem? And another question is, do you see Proton buying other companies as a positive going in the right direction or a negative? I definitely see Proton integration with standard notes probably coming pretty soon. I talked about this a bit on the forum and on some other channels, but I really think that the move here is to bring in a lot of that stuff into Proton Drive and have like more um, better collaboration tools and stuff like that in Proton Drive. And that seems to me like the most obvious solution for simple for standard notes right now coming into the Proton ecosystem. I do think that they'll probably keep it separate as well. The same way that they did with simple login. I think Proton's been pretty good about that. And for that reason, I do think that like so far this has been a pretty positive force in the privacy community in general, as far as like buying other companies goes, because I've seen a lot of like improvements to simple login, for example, in the time since they were acquired by Proton. And I think that like it has been pretty good for both ecosystems overall. It seems to be like really pushing Proton development forward. Proton Pass has gotten like super good really quickly, which is we've talked about it before. It's a bit uncharacteristic for a Proton product. And so from that perspective, it does seem like it's been a pretty good move for them. And as a Proton user personally, I'm a fan of it, I would say. So I don't know if you have any other thoughts
Not
besides
really.
that.
I fully agree. I think that the only thing is it seems like it's if if an acquisition from Proton means that because I still don't understand the details of the standard notes situation actually. I don't know if it's just an acquisition, but they're still doing their own thing. Clearly there has to be some integration down the road. The reason why the Proton Pass and Simple Login one was so successful in my eyes is because it's like the Simple Login Proton Pass team with just more resources, and they're not like
Mhm.
Proton developers. Like they are now, of course, but like you know what I'm saying? Like that's why they're doing so well. And so Standard Notes does that, and they just get the resources from Proton. They still do their own thing. I think that's the ideal scenario, because otherwise, as we said, like the way Proton develops things just takes so long, and it takes forever to integrate services, and it's super inconsistent, like which clients get which features. And again, like we use Proton, we're in the Proton suite, we have the business plan, we pay for it, and I don't use to this day like 90% of what the service provides. You know, like I pay for something crazy like 3 terabytes of data. I think we use maybe like 10 gigabytes, because why would I use Proton Drive? It's not good compared to like the alternatives. So I still use the NAS for everything because it's so much better. It allows us to do notes. It integrates with everything else we do. It has its own calendar integrated into it, and just Proton Calendar can't even get like its features compatible with all their clients properly. Like there's still missing features on the mobile client that really are unfortunate. So I just want to see Proton like a more like feature full experience where it's better synchronized. Hey, thanks for watching this clip. Here's another clip for you, and if you want to really dive into tech, check out our main channel, Techlore, for a deeper dive into digital rights, privacy, security, and more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.